Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Can you hear me?
Can miss.
All right. How are you? How is everyone doing?
I'm good, madam. How about you?
All right. So all of you have a textbook? May I know how many who haven't bought the textbook? Can you raise your hand? One. Only one. So the rest of you have textbook ready, right? So you have the ebook? Two. Okay, so it's already week 4. Make sure by next week or by end of this week, you already have the ebook. Yeah? All right, so let's start so that we can end it early. All right, okay, so if you have the ebook, can you go and open? If I have physical book, can I use it? This one you mean, right? This one? If you have the hard copy, yes, you can. All right. So let's start, yeah. Okay, so today we're going to take a look at Unit 3, Connected Life. Okay. So when we talk about connected life, we are actually referring to internet. Yeah. So the internet, the existence of internet makes our life interconnected with one another. For example, like you and I right now, even though we are not at the same place. Yeah, we're not at the same place, but we are connected. We can see each other. You can see me. I cannot see you. All right, but at least you can hear me and I can hear you, because of internet. For example, especially nowadays because of the pandemic, COVID-19, we are not allowed to gather. All right, and we need to have that social distancing, right? So internet is very important, especially in this current era. All right, so I'm sure that all of you here use internet, isn't it? Daily, maybe like you spend 5 hours using internet, okay, but usually you use internet daily, all right, to search for information, to do online classes, okay, and also to read some informations from the internet. Okay, so what else do you do on the internet other than having online class, finding information? So what kind of activity that you do using internet?
Listening music, miss.
Listening to music, all right? Okay. Watching movies. Atika said watching movies, right? What else? Watch YouTube. Hold on, ah. Use social media. Social media. Watch TikTok, of course. Yeah. So social media like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So you require internet connection, isn't it? Online business. That's right, with that. Yeah. In order for you to do a business online, you need to have an internet connection. What else do you use internet for? What else? Working. Rushaidi. Working for what? Are you referring to working from home? Yeah. Yeah. Zakira said study. Simting said online class. Tanisha said for book hotels and flight. Nowadays, because we are allowed to, go for vacation, and we are allowed to go back to our hometown, okay, to the hostel, so we can book online those flight tickets and also hotels. Online shopping, of course, online shopping, right? Video call, okay, video call. Every night I did video call with my parents because I live here alone. So my parents live in another overseas. So I had to go and do video call every night. So yeah, so a lot of things that we use internet for, isn't it? From the very basic ones to the ones that we really need daily. For example, like doing online classes. Sometimes, for example, like me, I'm not really good at cooking, so I go and search on YouTube, um, you know, uh, recipes. Okay, recipes on YouTube, or just finding it online on Google. What kind of recipes that I want to cook for that day. All right. So you use internet. All right. So do you think that our life or your life have been improved by the internet? Do you think that internet improved your life in what way? If yes, in what way? Yes, can communicate with people around the world. That's right. Yeah. So even if you have family members or friends who are actually live in the United States or in UK, you can talk with them, isn't it? You can have a video call with them. You can chat with them, right? Because of the internet, you can send emails. Okay. All right. What else? What else? That internet improve our life. One, communication. We that said gain more knowledge. So nowadays, especially now, the pandemic, right? You couldn't be at the campus, and you couldn't go to the library. So you have to go and find informations through virtual library, or you go and look informations on Google. So I guess that's also help you to gain more knowledge. Yeah. Other than from the textbook that your lecturer asks you to buy. What else? Zakira said can gain skill, especially cooking. Yes, especially during the pandemic, during the quarantine. Many people are using internet, isn't it, as a way for them to express themselves. So they also search something on the internet like technique skills, and they sharpen or they learn those skills, all right, during the quarantine times, during the lockdown times. So yeah, all right. Atika said no, because some people spend a lot of time with their social media more than their family. Yeah, that's the bad side of the internet, especially, even it's very obvious, especially if you go to the restaurant, and then we supposed to go and eat. You said that you miss hang out with your friends, but end up all of you are actually on your phone, so you didn't really spend time to talk to each other. So yeah, even with family as well, isn't it? Everybody busy with their gadgets, from the little kids to the old ones. So I think that's the bad thing about gadgets, and also because of the internet. Yemen said yes, we can use the internet for money transfers. Very good. Yeah, shopping, order online, food, etc. Yes, especially for because of the pandemic, it's easier to do transaction online, and we can buy food and order food just from our living room, and then they will deliver the food, all right, to us. Tanisha said, yes, we can gain extra income by using online platforms such as Forex. Yeah, true. All right. Some people, they do um, work, all right, during this time, and especially now it's easy, work from home. Okay, just using internet connection. Shazana said, yes, in my opinion, social media can help us to improve our self confidence. Yeah, all right. So social media, especially if you the one who like to post something, so you can boost your self-confidence, right? But sometimes reason why I don't like social media, because everybody share too much on social media, and things that shouldn't be shared, it's there, all right? So that's why I don't like social media that much. Yeah. So but there are certain things that I like on social media, especially those that can be helpful, that inform you something that's related to skills, or language wise. Okay. But the personal things that people post on social media, that's what I don't really like. But it depends, isn't it? Faisal said, yes, we can search reliable resources and news that we need. Yeah, right. Especially now, especially if we want to have a immediate update, isn't it? We just go to social media like Twitter, all right, or Facebook, and then we can get those immediate news, live news being tweeted on social media, right? We did say sometimes people's social media can hurt our feelings. Yeah, all right. So that's true. That's why I don't social media. I use social media. I only have Twitter and Instagram, but I only use those because to follow, people that I want to follow. Um I don't have a personal in social media where I follow my friends. I don't. All right. So my friends often said, how come you don't have social media? And I said, I do have, but not for you guys, but for things that I just want to follow. For example, like my entertainment purposes, I guess I would use my social media for, because some people, like me, I know myself, and I don't like seeing my whenever I see, especially like my friends, I should be happy for them, of course, but then there are sometimes there are part of me where I sometimes that I would compare myself to other people, especially my friends, and I don't like that. So because I know myself, and because I know that I tend um to feel that way, so that's why I don't do that. That's why I deactivate almost all my social media. I don't have Facebook, I don't have Instagram, I don't have, yeah, those two I don't. Yeah. All right. Yes, that's also good. Yeah, Waja. Like Facebook, it can connect with your long lost friends. Okay. We that said keeping our circle small. Yeah. Actually, I'm not so sure. Maybe you are still young, like me. As you get older, you don't need to have a lot of friends. Um, if you have like even just one friend but who always constantly with you, I think that should be good enough, especially if that one friend loyal and can teach you something which is a good thing in your life, and always checks on you. You don't really need a lot of people, because sometimes when a lot of people, sometimes they did really benefit you that much. So I think, yeah, as I grow older, I sort of like lost contact with some of my friends, and because some of them have families and all that, and we live in a different places. But yeah, I guess the older you are, like me, the smaller your circle would be. Yeah. Same thing said scamming. Yeah, be careful. Shazana said social media for business only. Yeah, some people, they use social media because they want to do business, which is very good. For example, nowadays a lot of people, they do business online. They selling their products, so they need to have social media, isn't it? All right, so thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so as we can see, internet has the bad side, has the good side, but most of it would be a good side because, as you can say, we can do business, we can search information online, you can get contact with your old friends, okay, and you can do business transactions, etc., etc. Okay, and I do think that internet improve our life in some way. Yeah, all right. So when we talk about internet, okay, of course it's related to websites. Just like I told you, just like when I asked you just now, you use internet for what, and then you say social media, right? So here we have list of top 10 websites that often visited by people around the world. Yeah. So the first one would be Google. Okay, but this is actually in 2017. But I think it from the one that I've seen, it's similar basically. Yeah. So the first or the number one top websites visited is Google, and second would be YouTube, third Facebook, fourth Baidu. So Baidu is actually a China sort of like a Google version. Okay, and we have Wikipedia. You like this, isn't it? If you look for information, you often go for Wikipedia, but actually, if you do research, yeah, Wikipedia should be the least website that you visit, yeah, because Wikipedia can be edited by anyone. Okay, so that's why if you ask me, I don't encourage you to find or to cite sources from Wikipedia. Yeah. Okay, and then you have Yahoo, Reddit, and then we have number 8 is Google from India. This is the India version, the Indian version of Google. And then QQ.com also, I think China, right? And then Twitter. Okay. So from out of these 10, which one that you often visit? It can be more. So which of these websites that you often visit, maybe daily or maybe weekly that you visit? Which websites?
Google.
Google, of course. Yeah. Google, we do have Gmail. So of course we go for Google, and then we search informations, we ask Mr. Google. That's why I like to call Google as Mr. Google. Yeah. Google, YouTube, Facebook. Google, YouTube, Facebook. So basically these three, isn't it? Google, YouTube, Facebook. Google, YouTube, Facebook. Why do you like to go for Facebook? May I know why you go for Facebook? What do you do daily on Facebook? Those of you who have Facebook. I don't have Facebook, so I don't know anymore. The how Facebook looks like nowadays. So what would you do if you log into your Facebook account? What would you do? For Google, I know we search information, isn't it? For YouTube, it's either you listening to music, you watch videos. So what else that you do on Facebook? May I know? What do you do on Facebook? Online shopping. Oh yeah, right. So they are account, right? Business account on Facebook. Oh, there are some funny videos on Facebook. Okay. Watch video in Facebook. There are a lot of video in Facebook. Funny video. Oh, okay. I don't know that. News. Yeah. Some people they do get news from Facebook as well. So may I know how many hours you spend daily on internet? Alice said, watch the meme, scrolling for memes. All right. How many hours you spend on internet daily? May I know? Is it 24 hours? Read comment and finding Karen arguing. Oh yeah, that's the hottest one, isn't it? The ones, the Karen, actually we do have Karen here. We often see Karen, in the States. It so happened that now in Malaysia we also have Karen. Okay. Including using laptop or PC. Yeah. Including, yes. Or perhaps Yeah, it's very often that you use your mobile phone, isn't it, when you are surfing the internet? More than 8 hours. I guess it's you also counted the online class, isn't it? Like for example, like online class, we use internet, but we so it's considered 3 hours already, isn't it? Okay. The one thing, especially if you are scrolling things, especially on social media, yeah, sometimes you get lost in it, don't you think so? For example, like me, if I don't have TikTok, but I do have. I mean, I don't have a TikTok account, but I do go see people, videos on TikTok. So whenever I go for TikTok, right, sometimes I didn't realize actually I already spent like 30 minutes watching those short videos, and I was like, oh my god, it's already 30 minutes. So sometimes that's why I said sometimes, especially social media, yeah, you can get lost in it without even realizing that how much time you already spent, isn't it? Rashadi said 12 hours on weekend, below 10 on weekdays. Social media is like a drug. Yeah, I guess so. Very true. It's a drug for the new generation nowadays. You see, that's why I said everything has to be posted on social media. And one, you can ask, yeah, the Generation Z, they have almost everything. They have Facebook account, they have TikTok account, they have a Twitter account, they have Instagram account. What else do you have? So I'm sure that they have all this social media accounts, and then they post everything on there. Okay, so I guess you're right, Zakira. Social media is like a drug. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now let's move on to reading one. Okay, so we already discussed on the top websites and also what internet can do to our life. So as I mentioned, internet has a good side and a bad side. Okay, but of course there are more on the good side. Okay, now before we read about reading one, how internet helps the historians and also archaeologists. Okay, so before we do that, let's open your book. If you have your book, yeah, you can do this first. Okay, building vocabulary, page 44. I give you a few minutes to do this. All right. So since most of you have the book, so you can do on your book, and later we'll check together. So basically, you just fill in the blank with the words in the box here. Yeah. If you don't, I'm sure that you know the definitions of each word. If you don't know, you can check the dictionary to know the definition. Give you a few minutes, and then you let me know once you finish. Yeah. Are you done? All right. Okay. Can I have Alice, number one?
Uh, a participant is a person who takes part in something.
Okay. Thank you. Hui.
Yes. When you investigate something, you try to find out what happened or what the truth is.
Okay. Thank you. Three. Jinpei.
Accurate information and statistics are correct to a very detailed level.
Right. Accurate. Number four. Amara.
To contribution mean to work together on an activity or project to achieve a common goal.
Contribution.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Actually, the correct answer is collaborate. Yeah. Collaborate means work together. Okay. Next, can I have Connie?
If you make a contribution to something, your heart makes it successful.
Okay. Thank you. Contribution. Right. Six. Can I have Jagatiswari?
Something with potential has the necessary abilities or qualities to become successful in the future.
All right. Thank you. Correct. The answer is potential. Seven. Can I have Simping?
A feature of something is an important aspect of it.
Okay. Thank you. Right. A feature. All right. Okay. Next, we go for reading. Yeah. So the power of crowds. Can I have Yi Moon to read the first paragraph?
Every day, people use the internet to collaborate and share information. Today, scientists and archaeologists are using the power of the internet to investigate the past in a new, exciting way. The approach is known as crowdsourcing, and it involves asking the public for help with a project. Crowdsourcing has the potential to completely change modern archaeology.
All right. Thank you. All right, so this is the use of internet to collaborate and share information, but in the field of scientists and archaeologists, where they use internet to help them investigate. Yeah. All right. So they are using approach known as crowdsourcing, where because when they want to investigate something or certain area, they need a lot of manpower. So and they don't have a lot actually, so that's why they are source. Okay, they recruit help from the crowd, so that's why it was called crowd sourcing. Okay, all right, next can I have Mahalakshmi?
Scientists in the United States and Mongolia use the internet to try to solve an 800-year-old mystery: the location of Genghis Khan's tomb. Genghis Khan was the founder of the Mongol Empire, one of the largest empires in history. When he died in 1227, he was buried in an unmarked grave. Experts believe that Genghis Khan's final.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, next.
Alright. Okay, so scientists in United States and Mongolia, they use the internet, right? So they use the approach of crowdsourcing in order to solve a mystery, 800-year-old mystery, which is the location of Genghis Khan tomb. Okay, he died in 1227, but then he was buried in unmarked grave. So they want to look where is the grave of Genghis Khan. All right. Okay. Can I have Sophie?
Experts believe that Genghis Khan's final resting place is somewhere near the Burhan Holden, a sacred Mongolian mountain. It is a difficult place to get to and covers a huge area, so the scientists had to rely on satellite images. However, there were over 85,000 images to study, so they needed a lot of help.
Right. Thank you. Okay. So they, as I mentioned, they are looking for the tomb, right? But the area was so vast. Okay, so it's difficult for them to cover on their own. So one thing, they use the satellite images, and also but they still don't have enough manpower to look at every satellite images that they have. So that's why they rely, okay, from the crowd to help them to study 85,000 images, so that they can detect where the possible location for the Genghis Khan grave. Right, thank you. Next, can I have Rushaidi?
More than 10,000 volunteers or citizen scientists joined the search. They log into a website and label landmark on very detailed satellite images of the area. The landmarks could be roads, rivers, modern structures, or ancient structures. Participants also labeled anything else that looked unusual.
All right, thank you. Next, can I have Shazana? Shazana, you here? Right. We that then. We that.
According to project leader Albert Lin, humans can often do this kind of work better than computers. What a computer can't do is look for weird things, he says. Lin's team used the information from the volunteers to decide on the best places to visit and study. The project has identified more than 50 sites that might be related to Genghis Khan's tomb. The exact location is still unknown, but Lin believes that we are getting closer to finding out this great secret.
Right. Thank you. Okay, so basically that's the first project, which is lead by Albert Lin, who recruit the crowd to help study the satellite images in order to find the Genghis Khan tomb. Okay, by looking at something, maybe from the satellite images they could probably see like a certain or weird objects or certain features that they can see from above. So because of that they would inform Lin, all right, and then Lin would go and check to confirm whether the area that detected by the crowd, okay, or citizen scientists, um, to confirm whether that place is the last place or resting place for the Genghis Khan. All right. Thank you. Next, we move on to the second project, which is protecting treasures. Can I have Nur Azira?
Crowdsourcing is also being used by National Geographic explorer and archaeologist Dr. Sarah Parchak. In 2017, Parchak launched Global Explorer, a citizen science project that aims to find and protect important archaeological sites using satellite image. In particular, it protects sites from looters, people who steal ancient objects and sell them. If we don't go and find these sites, says Parchak, looters will. Looting pits are easy to spot in satellite image, so participants can look for signs of looting and illegal construction. The project launched in Peru, which has large number of historical sites from many different cultures.
All right, thank you. So another project that used crowdsourcing is by National Geographic explorer and archaeologist Dr. Sarah Parcake. So he launched a global explorer where he recruited people to actually protect the historical sites from looters. So looters are people who steal historical items or ancient items and sell them. We know that historical items, ancient items are very pricey, very expensive. So of course they would steal and sell and make money. All right. So that's why because in Peru there are a lot of these historical sites. So before the looters find them, they recruit these people to actually look for that place first, okay, so that they would go there first before the looters go and steal those items, whatever items that may have in that area. All right, next, can I have Faiza?
Global Explorer is designed like a game. Participants first watch online video that teach them how to identify certain features on satellite images. Then they study and flag satellite images on their own. They look at more than 250,000 square kilometers of plains broken into 100 100 100 meter tasks. Since the participants don't have professional experience, a certain number of them have to agree on the result before the data is considered useful. One should not voluntarily say that they see the same thing. Pancha and her team will check for themselves before passing the information along to archaeologists on the ground. The players receive a score based on how accurate they are.
All right, thank you. So basically, how it works is that participant will watch tutorial video first that inform them how they can identify certain features, and then they will given a certain square kilometers, all right, so that they can focus on that, and then they would see, and they would identify if there's any certain unusual features within the tiles that they looking at. And if, let's say, there are um, many participants mentioned that they also find the same unusual things on that spot, then they would go and confirm, all right, before they inform the archaeologists on the ground to go and check for them. And then the players will receive score based on how accurate they are. All right, last one. Can I have Atika, Nurul Atika?
Hello, Miss.
Yeah.
Uh, Most people don't get to make scientific contributions or discoveries in their everyday lives. Parchak says, but we are all born explorers. We want to find out more about other people and about ourselves and our past. Now, thanks to crowdsourcing projects like Global Explorer, anyone with a computer and an internet connection can be part of a new age of discovery.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so crowdsourcing, all right, because of the internet, they can recruit a lot of people, all right, and those people can just work from home. The only thing that they need is internet and help them find this historical sites, this archaeological sites, and help the scientists and archaeology to explore more. Okay. All right. So basically, this is what crowdsourcing is all about: is recruiting help from the crowd, from the people. All right. And they don't even have to go there. They just have to study the satellite images that given to them, and then they will inform the scientists or archaeologists or historians if they identify certain features that that required. Okay, and then those scientists will go and check themselves to confirm. All right, so now I'm going to give you a few minutes to answer A and B. So the first one is asking how collaboration through crowdsourcing works, and also B, you need to complete this Lin's project and Parquet project. Okay, if you finish, let me know. All right. Are you done? Right, can we check? Right. So for this question, according to the reading passage, internet is enabling collaboration through crowdsourcing. How does this work? Is it A or is it B? Yeah. Can I have Samuel for this one?
A.
A?
Yes, yes.
All right, thank you. The correct answer is B, yeah? Correct answer is B. A large group of people connected to the internet contribute toward a shared goal. All right? Okay. Next, right. Can I have Sharmizi? Sharmizi?
United States and Mongolia.
Right. This one in the studies an area in the country of? What is the answer here?
United States and Mongolia.
Are you sure? The answer is Mongolia only, yeah? But the scientists come from United States and Mongolia. All right. Number 2, Sharmizi aims to find tomb of?
Genghis Khan.
Right, Genghis Khan. And the third one, they look for?
And other certain feature.
Certain features. All right. Thank you. Anyone can help Sharmizi for third one? What they are looking at? What they are looking for? Not quite right, yeah. So Sharmizi said certain features. So can anyone help him? Faiza said unusual, yeah. Correct one is unusual features. That's right, yeah. Unusual features. Where do you get the answers? Here. Participant also label anything else that look unusual, right? Okay. Then we move on to Parcake project. Can I have Siti Jaisa? Siti Jaisa, you here? Siti Jaisa, are you here? If not, then we move to Shami. Shami.
Yeah, miss.
Yeah.
Studies sites in the country of Peru.
Okay, all right. Second one.
Aims to protect sites from looters.
Right, correct. Last one.
Participants look at satellites image and flag any signs of looting and illegal construction.
Correct. Okay. Thank you. Right, very
Okay,
good.
miss.
Okay, next we move on to making inferences, critical thinking. So basically, when you read something, whether novels or textbook, right, or journal articles, sometimes you have to make inferences. So inferences is where you have to make a logical guesses about things that a writer does not say directly. So this is called like reading between the lines. Sometimes they, what the certain statement or certain sentences, they do imply something which is implicit, not explicit. Yeah, so that's why we need to make some inferences or reading between the lines. Okay, so let's do this together. For example, like number one, yeah, more than 10,000 volunteers or citizen scientists around the world joined the search. So this infer to what? This would mean what? Is it A, a lot of people don't know much about Genghis Khan? Or is it B, a lot of people are interested in finding Genghis Khan's tomb? Which one do you think? Right. Okay, so probably the answer is B, right? So of course it's B. A lot of people are interested in finding Genghis Khan tomb. Oops. All right. So number two, okay. Global Explorer protects sites from looters, people who steal ancient objects and sell them. Is it A, many people don't appreciate the true value of ancient objects, or is it B, ancient objects are worth a lot of money? Yes, as I mentioned earlier, all right, ancient objects, historical items, they are worth a lot of money. They can be like millions, all right, they're very pricey. So of course looters, they would go and find this and sell. Okay, all right. Three, the project launched in Peru, which has large number of sites from many different cultures. Is it A, because of its rich history, Peru is an ideal place to start the project, or is it B, Peruvians are very proud of their country's rich and diverse history? Which one? Is it A or is it B? Okay, most of you answered A. So let's check. That's right. The correct answer is A, because it's rich in history and it's an ideal, because there are a lot of numbers of sites, okay, from different cultures. All right, very good. Next, we move on to reading skills. So when we read, yeah, especially when we read textbooks, okay, or you read journal articles, okay, things that academic, yeah. So when you read textbook, especially a very thick textbook, you would required to take notes. Am I right? Okay, so it's easier when you take notes because it will help you understand the information better. And for example, like me, yeah, I don't like reading thick textbook, especially when it comes to final exam or midterms. Yeah, so because you don't really have a lot of time to read the whole textbook, so that's why you use the small notes that you prepared in order to help you read, okay, and do some revisions before your exam. And you will only look for more explanations or more examples in the textbook, but you don't really look at the textbook if your exam next day. Usually you would have your own small notes that you already prepared from the textbook. Okay, so two benefits from taking notes. Number one, helps you to understand the information better, because when you write notes, you tend to use your own words. Yeah, so when you transfer, when you write the notes, all right, you tend to use your own words. So meaning to say, um, you are you try to understand what the sentence means. Yeah, you try to comprehend, and then after that you try to write it in a more simplified version that you can easily understand. So that's why it helps you understand information better, because sometimes in a textbook they would have a lot of informations and a lot of maybe not very necessary details. So you just take whatever that is important, or you just summarize whatever that paragraph actually want to tells you. Then you make it into just a few sentences, all right? So it's help you understand easier and better. And number two, it helps you organize important information for writing assignment and for tests. Again, yeah. So when you already organize, so the notes, yeah, so it's very important, and make it very easy, especially if you are writing for assignment about this topic. Then you can easily take out whatever notes that you have prepared, and then you just take a look at them and look for answers in that notes, yeah, instead of just finding out, in your textbook. It will save you more time. All right, and sometimes it's very useful to use some kind of graphic organizer. So some people, when they prepare their notes, depend, yeah, like me, I like to use some kind of like outlines. Okay, I don't really like to use some people, they may like to use like t-chart or mind mapping, like, but me, I prefer things that, you know that easier to me, which is outline kind of based, like in point form. That's what I prefer when I prepare my notes. But different student, different way of their preparing their notes. So there are different types of how you can prepare your notes. Okay, for example, like t-chart, it helps you to solve any problem and solution, if there's any cause and effect. So you see here, so let's say you write here the cause. Okay, what are the cause of one, for example, what are the cause of COVID-19? So you write here. So what would be the effect of COVID-19? So you write here. So basically, when a topic has two sides, yeah, to that topic, there are pros and cons. So you use T chart. It's very easy. Sorry, this is very common. We learn this from our primary school, all right, which is brainstorming, mind map. Okay, so this is where you have branches. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Usually you would use a different color pen, all right, to make it more interesting for you to look at. And then we have this Venn diagram. So Venn diagram is where you have two circles, right? But they meet in the middle, where they overlap in the middle. So those overlapping actually would feature would feature the similarities between the two items. Yeah, and then on the side you would write the differences. Okay, A and B, A different and B different, but because they are overlap, okay, in the middle, so you would write what things that they are similar in. Okay, then this is the traditional one, so this is what I preferred. Okay, so basically, big to me, this is quite easy for me to understand and read. So this is just in a point form, all right, outline format. And we do have this flow chart, okay, or timeline. This is usually we use when we talk about process, okay, or events that happen over time. So we would have like start, and then what would be the next process would be, and then there would be the end or the output of that process. Okay, all right. So now what I want you to do is that I want you to read this. Okay, I want you to read this passage. As you read, okay, I want you to complete the flow chart over here, all right, with the information in the paragraph above. Yeah, so basically you just have to complete the flow chart, okay, the steps how they do, okay, in Global Explorer. Okay, I give you a few minutes. Let me know if you finish. Okay.
Miss,
Yes.
just want to remind you the marking rubrics for the final essay and the outline.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, okay, all right. Thank you.
Okay. I will inform you. I'm not going to show you the final rubric for the final essay. I'm just going to show you the rubric for the essay outline first. Yeah, I will show you later. I remembered. I already prepared that one. So no worries. Right, finish? Right? Okay. Right, can I have Tanusha, number 1?
Participants receive aid by watching online videos.
All right, thank you. Can I have Waija second? Excuse me. Waija?
Participants studies satellite image or tells and looking upon.
Looking? Flag them. Yeah? The answer is flag them. All right. 3, can I have Alice again?
A certain number of participants say that they agree on the result.
See the same thing. Okay? All right. Next, can I have Amara? Parakek and a team.
We'll check participant result.
Right, check participants' result. 5, can I have Hui?
The team pass on the information to archaeologist in Peru.
Right, archaeologists in Peru.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Next, can I have Jingpei?
Participant get point if the information is can I watch accurate?
Right. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right. Next, I'm going to show you just a video, right? Can you hear the sound? Can you hear the sound? All right, okay. So basically, this is what Lynn's project, yeah? Okay.
Burkhan Khaldun, it's not just a mountain, it's a whole mountain range. It's more than 12,000 square kilometers. To begin to investigate that area, it would take more than 100 archaeologists all their lives just to begin to look.
So we're asking the public to scan the entire area through the Human Computation Network and tell us where to go so we can find any possible trace of the Burkhan Khaldun.
To find the tomb of Genghis Khan, Dr. Lin's team used what they call a human computation network. The team shared 85,000 satellite images of the region on their website. Citizen scientists around the world scan the images and tag anything that looks unusual. Some of these might be ancient structures.
This is the data that just came in today, huh?
Mm-hmm. These are the most recent tags that have been uploaded onto the data pads.
Hundreds of our citizen scientists tagged this unusual rectangle shape on the satellite map. Straight lines are usually a good indicator that something's man-made. The site is less than 2 miles from our camp. Could it be the tomb of Genghis Khan? We're gonna go check it out. We're gonna scan every single one of the human computation sites that are picked out on that mountain and try to figure out what the people saw.
Lin and his team get on horses and ride out to the site. There, they find something interesting.
We come upon this thing that was identified by the public, made of rocks sticking out of the earth. This is it. Wow. Ooh.
It's clearly a tomb, but it's too old to be Genghis Khan's. It's Bronze Age. It's more than 3,000 years old.
But you can see this is a very well structured rectangular shape. These rocks set up like a home, you know. And the opening there represents a door. And always the door is facing south. So south is directly that way. I mean, if people hundreds of miles away can guide us through satellite images to this ancient grave site, I feel like we've got a chance to find the tomb of Genghis Khan.
All right, so that's how it works. Yeah, basically that's how it works. Okay, all right. Oops. We move on to the next one. All right, so last week, do you remember what are tenses that we learned for the past 2 weeks? Do you remember? In the second week, we learned about what tenses? Past tense. Was it? Oh, sorry, present tense, right? And then last week, we learned about past tense. Okay, all right with that. Okay, so now, before we learn about present perfect tense, what I want you to do is that I want you to read the sentences 1 to 5 and then answer the question below. Right? Which of the following statement is true about the action described by the underlined verb? So number 1, the project has identified over 50 sites that might be related to Genghis Khan tomb. 2, Lin and Parkek have used citizen scientists to help them find important sites. 3, Parkek's work has helped to protect sites from looters. 4, since Voro, Keen and James have created new traps in other countries. And 5, thousands of people have joined Trap Wanted in the past 5 years. All right. So all these verbs that has been underlined. So what the verbs or actions describe? Is it A, the action started and ended in the past, or is it B, the action started and action started in the past and continues in the present? Which one do you think? Is it A or B? Those verbs that being underlined, are they action started and ended in the past, or is it action started in the past and continues in present? Is it A or is it B? Anyone? Is it A or is it B? Right. Okay, the answer is B. Right? So basically, if you notice this one, yeah, has identified, have used, has helped, have created, have joined, all this we called it as present perfect tense. So there are 3 functions for perfect tense. Okay, number 1, we use present perfect tense, number 1, for something that began in the past and continues in the present. For example, I have been studying in UMS Cal since 2018, for example. Okay, so it started in the past but still continue until present times. Okay, number 2, we use present perfect tense for something that happened at an unspecific time in the past. So we know that the action or event happened in the past, but we don't know the specific time. Okay, we don't know. For example, we have advertised the product on several different social media sites recently. All right, so you know that you have advertised them, but you don't really know when. the specific time. Was it last week? Was it last 2 weeks? Was it last 2 days? Okay. And the third one, when the time in the past is not important. So you use present perfect tense when the time that occur in the past is not important. For example, I think the internet has improved our life in many ways. Okay, so we know that internet started in the past and still continue until now, but we don't really care when it started. Yeah, because the past time is not important. So this is present perfect. Hold on. Okay, so basically when we want to form present perfect tense, okay, is we need to use has or have depending on the singular or plural, and then we add past participle. Yeah, past participle. For example, has lived, has advertised, has improved. Okay, can anyone tell me example of past participle? Remember, yeah, if it's present perfect, doesn't matter whether it is past perfect or present continuous perfect, you need to use has or have plus past participle. Yeah, past participle is not the same with past tense. Okay, they may look the same in some of the verbs, but there are certain verbs that are different too, especially those irregular verbs. So can you please tell me the examples of past tense and past participle? Can anyone tell me example of past tense and past participle? Come on. Don't look on the internet. Try your own. Example of past participle. Has brought. Okay. So what would be the... So brought has the same past tense with brought too, isn't it? So bring, brought, and brought. Okay, so this is present tense, past tense, and past participle. Okay, give me another one. Everyone, give me another example of past participle. Has gone. So what is the present tense for gone? Can anyone tell me what is the present tense for gone? Same thing. Go. What is the past tense for go? Went. Okay, so then we have gone. All right, and then swim, swam, swum. All right, swim, swam, and swum. Oops. What else we have? Sing, sang, sung. Sing, sang, and sung. What else? Come on, everybody. You know this. Eat at eaten. Yeah, eat at eaten. What else? Catch, caught, caught. What else? Write, wrote, written. Right. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Rise, rose, risen. Ring, rang, rung. Grow, grew, groaned. Drink, drank, and drunk. Yeah. So basically, This is what we call as past participle. Sometimes it can be similar to past tense, but that one only for regular verb. Remember, for verb, we do have regular verb and irregular verb, isn't it? Like this is the regular verb. Okay, regular verb, this one. Oh, sorry, the regular verb is the one that you add ed, yeah, or d. Okay, regular verb in English is where you add d or ed. All right, so usually if the past tense you add d or ed, then the past participle also you add d or ed. Basically, it's the same. But if the verb is irregular, usually the past participle also will be irregular. For example, like go, went, gone. Okay, eat, ate, eaten. Right? So in your textbook, in your first year textbook, yeah, if you still have them in this textbook, all right, there are list of irregular verbs. Yeah, there are list of irregular verbs. So you see here, this is the past, this is the present tense, past tense, and past participle. So when we use present perfect, so any tense with perfect in it, we use past participle, has or have plus past participle. We don't use has or have plus past tense. No, yeah, even though they may look the same, but do not confuse. Yeah, all right. So this is how you form present perfect tense. Has or have, depending on the number, whether it is singular or plural, and then you add past participle. Past participle, especially for irregular verb, you have to memorize them. There's no formula for it. For the regular verb, we can memorize it because you just add d or ed depending on the spelling. Okay, but for irregular verbs, okay, you have to memorize. There's no formula for that. All right, so now to check your understanding, please do the exercise. Yeah, this one, please do exercise this one. Yeah, B, complete the sentences using present perfect tense of the verbs in parentheses. So the verbs already given, then you just have to change it to make it present perfect tense. Okay, give you 2 minutes. Very easy. Are you done? Okay, right. Okay, the first one. Can I have volunteer for the first one? Someone? Number one?
Hello, Miss.
Yes.
Uh, the answer is Facebook has made it easier for me to keep in touch with my former classmates.
All right. Thank you, Shazana. All right, that's correct. Right. Next. Next volunteer.
Miss,
Yeah.
social media sites have changed a lot since they first became popular.
All right. Thank you. Correct. Third one.
Hello.
Yeah.
Number three, I have met a lot of great people through social networking sites.
Very good. All right. Next, number four.
Me. Citizen scientists have contributed to many important research projects in the past few years.
All right. Correct. Thank you. Number five. Five.
Internet has helped me. Internet has helped me to finish my assignments by searching related information in
Huh?
Google.
So wait, Connie, number five.
Oh, what is the? Is this next question?
No, number five. Global Explorer blank.
Oh no, my.
Right. Connie probably do this, isn't it? Did you do this, Connie? Right. Okay, number five. Anyone? Come on. Any volunteer?
Me, Miss.
Yeah.
Global Explorer has formed partnership with the Sustainable Preservation Initiative (SPI).
Right. When you say has formed, how do you spell the formed?
Plus ed.
All right. Very good. Okay. Thank you. All right. Six. Last one.
Since the success of Bora Bora, Tribe Wanted has expanded into Africa and Europe.
All right. Thank you, Connie. That's right. So good job, everyone. All right. Especially those of you who volunteer. Very good. Okay. Hopefully that you understand, yeah, how to use present perfect tense. Okay. Next, we move on to, oops, writing skills. Okay, so in the second week, we learned about topic sentence, isn't it? How to write topic sentence. Last week, we learned about how to give elaboration, explanation, supporting details for that topic sentence, right? So today, we're going to take a look at writing a concluding sentence. Okay, so concluding sentence is not the same with conclusion paragraph. Yeah, so a concluding sentence is the last sentence in that body paragraph. Okay, I did not make it compulsory for you to write concluding sentence, but if you do have concluding sentence, that would be good. Okay, so usually formal paragraph, they often have concluding sentences. This is the last sentence of paragraph. Usually it summarizes the whole paragraph or it ties the paragraph. Concluding sentence can be either state an opinion, make prediction, or ask a question, but I won't encourage you to ask a question when you write concluding sentence. Yeah, or this is basic ones, you restate or summarize the main idea of a long or complex paragraph. So, example, okay, hold on. Let me show you examples, yeah. May I know where is it? Okay, not this one. Hold on. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay, for example, like this one. Okay, so you see here, yeah. So this is the introduction paragraph, and this is the first body paragraph. So you have topic sentence here, and then you have the supporting details. Okay, and then you have concluding sentence. Okay, concluding sentence. To summarize the paragraph, okay, to summarize the body paragraph. So first, the topic sentence is about low-cost solar-powered lamps provide a dependable and safe source of light to people in rural communities who often have no connection to a national electricity grid. And then you explain, and then after that you conclude that paragraph only. Yeah, so solar power therefore has not only changed people's life, it has also made their life safer. So this is actually present perfect tense. So you have another one. Okay, so same goes with the next paragraph. You have topic sentence and then supporting details, and you conclude that paragraph. Okay, same goes with the next one. Okay, so a good essay will have concluding sentence for each body paragraph, but I did not make it compulsory for you, right? But if you do that, that would be great. Yeah, that would be even better. But I did not make it compulsory for you. The compulsory part would be thesis statement, topic sentence, and supporting details. Concluding sentence, it's up to you. I did not make it compulsory, but if you include concluding sentence for each of your body paragraph, more marks will be given to you. Yeah. All right. So basically, that's how it is. Right. So let's do exercise. So here, there are two paragraph, yeah, given to you. So I want you to read this and then try to write concluding sentence by number one. After you read this, try to make prediction. And then the second one, you read this and try to conclude this paragraph by restating the main idea. I give you 2 minutes to do this. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's answer question number 1 first, yeah? Everywhere you look these days, people are on their phones, tablets, or computers. Some are talking, some are texting, and some are surfing the web. It seems like people communicate with each other more on social networks by text than they do in person. According to Tom Rath and Jim Hutter, authors of Wellbeing, the Five Essential Elements, people should spend up to 6 hours a day socializing with friends and family in order to increase happiness. Socializing online probably doesn't have the same effect that socializing in person does. Okay, so anyone wants to try? There's no right or wrong, yeah, for this one. So anyone wants to try for this one, for the first one?
Hello, Miss.
Yeah.
So my answer is this will probably enrich socializations between persons or community.
This will probably
Enrich socializations between persons.
Between persons.
Yep.
All right. Very good. Okay, thank you, Shazana. Anyone wants to try next? Anyone? Anyone?
Miss, I want to try.
Yeah.
Might lost self-confidence when talking in real life, real person.
Again, what's that?
Might lost self-confidence when talking in real person.
Lost social
No.
confidence.
Yeah, confident.
I don't think it's actually suitable because suddenly you talk about confidence.
Sometimes they can text in very well in online, but face to face they might
Okay, I get it.
shy
All
like
right,
that.
all right. Okay, thank you, Tanisha. All right. Any more? Come on.
Me, Miss. People will live happily if they
Miss, I wanna try.
socialize with their friends and family.
People will live happily if
They socialize with their friends and family.
if they socialize with friends and family. All right, good. Faiza, next.
Real connection among family member and closest friend will gradually fade away.
So you're asking question, isn't it?
No, I'm stating.
Will, but you start with will.
So what suppose I should write down there?
Right. Can you repeat again? Will.
Real connection among family member and closest friends will gradually fade away.
So you remove the will, then you say the real connection of family members gradually will gradually
Will fade away.
Fade away. Will gradually fade away. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Any more? Guys, where are the boys in the class? Is it ladies only? Many people will lose social life. Okay, sorry. Many people will lose social life in reality. Okay. Any more? All right, then we move on to second one. Thank you everyone for trying. Right, in my opinion, reading the news online is better than reading a newspaper or watching the news on TV. One reason for this is that the readers can comment on articles that they read online. They can have conversation with other readers and sometimes even with the writer. Also, online articles provide links to additional information. For example, if an article mentions a name, the name is often linked to another article with more information about that person. Finally, online news articles can be easily updated if something changes during the day. For example, an online news site might post an article about dangerous storm in the morning. If more information about the storm becomes available later that day, it can be added to the articles. Right, this is very easy, restating the main idea. Anyone wants to try? Can I have different person trying? Come on. I won't eat you off the screen. Right. Anyone?
Yes,
Yes,
Miss.
Rushaidi.
Make people improve knowledge and know about current situation happen in the world.
So meaning to say reading news online make people improve knowledge and current situation in the world.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Good one. Next.
Hello, Miss. May I try?
Yeah.
My answer. People nowadays can get more information faster than read a newspaper.
All right. Okay. So now people will get more information faster than reading newspaper. All right. Okay. Any more?
Time is
Mm-hmm.
reading news online can make it easier to get more information and communication, like comment.
All right. Thank you, Samuel. Right. Okay. Reading news online. Was that better than? What's that again, Samuel? Sorry. Reading online.
Easier to get more information.
Right. Easier to get informations and communication. Right.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. All right. So yeah. All right. Easier to get informations and faster, just like you said, and also you can communicate with directly to that person, especially those who publish the news. Alice said that reading news online is much easier and informative than reading a newspaper. Right. Mahalakshmi said reading news online provides numerous advantages over reading news from other sources. Right. Okay. Good one. Thank you, everyone. Okay. So that's the end of unit 3. Right. That's the end of unit 3. So, before we go, please click the link for the attendance. Yeah, please click the link for attendance so that before that, okay, I want to share another screen of mine. Okay, I'm going to raise my voice a little bit. All right, actually, I don't want to get angry, but it seems like I have to because what happened here? Yeah, if you can see, I have 26 students in this class. So may I know who are those 4 students who did not write in this? May I know who are those people? Can you raise your hand now? Widat, Shami, Owen. Okay, there's one more. So make sure you write. Yeah, please write it now. Okay. Let me share you the link again. And also, I think I noticed, yeah, that I told you, right? The essay must be approved by me, but I think there are some of you here that wrote here are not approved by me. Am I right? Anyone who did not ask me? May I know who are those students who wrote here but did not ask approval from me? May I know who are they? May I know who are they? Because I think there were few that I did know. Suddenly it was there. I told you, right? make sure you ask me permission first. Ask my, not permission, ask my approval first, whether you can write it or about the essay, about the topic or not. Okay, so those of you, please ask me, yeah, before you write here. So those of you who have written down but not yet approved by me, make sure you delete them and ask me. Okay? All right. So that's, I want this to be over by today. Yeah. All right. Next, I want to talk about your AC outline. Yeah. AC outline. Why Ja? Why Ja? All right, can you rewrite your essay title? Yeah. Can you rewrite your essay title?
Okay, Miss.
All right. Just add the COVID-19. Yeah. You can say that internet helps SME during COVID-19 pandemic. So no need to add the a lot. Yeah. So you make it simplified. Okay. What else here? Norwidat, can I ask what are you trying to write there? Between time. What do you mean by between times?
Wait. I already proposed it to you in
Yeah, I know. What do you mean by between times?
Okay, let me check the point. Give me a minute, Miss.
Okay, no problem. All right. Okay, so while waiting for her, all right, I'm just going to mention about this one. All right, so essay outline, which you will do in week 6. Yeah, so this is week 4, next is week 5. So you have 2 weeks to go. All right, so essay outline, this is the template. Yeah, I already give you the template. Let me just move over here. All right, so this is the template. So yours would be on the 16th, right? Not by Saturday, sorry, yeah. On the 16th, so you need to write your name, section, matrix number, and essay title. Write your essay title here. And then write the background information for your essay. If you're talking about digital marketing, you have to give definition of digital marketing and the history of digital marketing, but very briefly. And then make sure you have thesis statement, right? And then topic sentence for body paragraph 1, supporting details, okay, and then explanation or evidence, and then second supporting details. Okay, I prepared 3 supporting details, but okay, it is up to you whether you want to have 3. Okay, you must each topic sentence you at least need 2 supporting details. Yeah, 2 supporting details. But if you want to add another 3, right? The third one, you are welcome to do so. All right. So basically, it's the same thing for body paragraph 2. You have topic sentence and then the details and then explanation, right? Body paragraph 3, body paragraph 4, okay, and then conclusion paragraph, closing statement, and then restatement of thesis, and then your recommendation. So basically, the essay outline, you just do it in a point form. You just don't really do in a paragraph, except for the first one. So I give you an example here: the impact of COVID-19 on SME, right? So here you give background, okay, of COVID-19, right? And especially for SME, and what are actually SME, and then you need to have thesis statement. Several impacts of COVID-19 would be cash flow imbalance, changes on business operation hour, changes in business strategies, and supply chain disruption. Okay, and then the first point, the first point, cash flow imbalance, you mentioned in the first body paragraph, and then you what is the supporting details and what is the explanation. Okay, and then same goes with the second body paragraph. Okay, remember, your topic sentence must be, you need to write in full sentence. This is not a sentence, this is a phrase only, so this is not accepted. Okay, so basically you just write in point form. Okay, meaning in not really point form. What I mean is that in sentences, you don't combine them in a paragraph. You write them each sentence by sentence, and then closing statement, and then restatement of thesis, and recommendation or suggestion. Okay, so when you write recommendation and suggestions, do not use the word I. Do not use pronoun I. I personally hope that this. Okay, so when you write academic essay, right, the pronoun I is not suitable. Okay, so what you can do is that you just say, hopefully, all right, the corona disease will end soon, so that the citizens can be free to do a lot of things that they used to do before COVID-19 outbreak, right? So do not use the word I. Okay, so another example would be this one, types of prohibition. Okay, so you explain what is Islamic finance, okay, and whatever things that you think that is important to put as a background, and then thesis statement. Okay, and then you write the topic sentence, okay, supporting details. Same goes like that. Okay, and then you would have closing statement, restatement again. All right, do not use the pronoun I for recommendation. Okay, last one, another examples. Digital marketing during COVID-19, focus on social media, right? So you explain what is digital marketing, all right? And because you are focusing on social media, you at least give, you need to mention about social media as well, right? So thesis statement, okay, what are your thesis statement? Thesis statement, remember, only one sentence only, right? So topic sentence, okay, and then details, and then explanation or evidence, or then another one. Okay, another thing that you need to remember, especially if you are find those sentences from the internet, or from textbook, or from journal articles. So when you copy them, all right, please also mention where do you find it. Okay, it's okay if you don't know how to write a proper citation. What you can do is that you just write in a bracket, and then you just tell where is it from. Is it from article journal? Is it from journal? Then you just write the title of a journal. Or is it a textbook? Then you write the title of the textbook. Okay, because I want to know. Okay, because I don't want you I don't want you to get deducted, especially for marks when I notice you that you copy from somewhere else. Okay, for this one, yeah, for essay outline, it's okay that you copy and then you cite the sources. But later in your final essay, I will teach you how to do a proper citation. But the important part in the essay outline is that you tell me where do you get this information from. Yeah, especially if you copy word by word. Yeah, because I will know. Okay, I will know when my student, okay, copy word by word from somewhere. Okay, I know because I know your English. Yeah, I know. I can actually identify them. So please, yeah, when I know that you actually copy from somewhere and you did not mention to me the source, okay, then definitely I will deduct marks from there. Okay, so basically this is how you do essay outline. The template is already uploaded on Smart V3, but it will only make it available in week 6. Okay, you won't be able to get that essay outline until week 6. Okay, so do not change the template. Yeah, you can add lines, but do not add, for example, supporting details number 4. No need. Yeah, you just have to follow this one. All right. Any questions about that? Any questions about that? All right, so this is your essay outline rubrics. I cannot share with you, all right? I cannot upload with you because this is actually confidential. All right, so your essay outline is 15%. Okay, so basically you need to have outline format. So I already prepared the outline for you. You just have to follow the format. Okay, you need to have the headings, subheadings. You need to have the thesis statement, topic sentence, supporting details, and all that. Okay, and then you need to have a title. So your title also will be given marks. Okay, whether it is original or creative, or you take it the title exactly from journal article. Okay, so I can actually find it online. So if you copy that title from any article online, then less marks given to you. Yeah, but if it's original, if it's your own, then of course I will give you 5 marks. Thesis statement, of course you need to have thesis statement accuracy, information that you put in the essay, and then mechanics, your grammar, your spelling, your punctuations, and then the format. Okay, so basically you have 5 elements. Okay, so 5 marks maximum, and then I will convert them to 15%. Okay, so basically this is your marking rubrics for essay outline. All right, any questions? Any questions? I think someone asked. Miss, where are we going to do the essay outline during the class? Well, it was instructed to do during the class, so I will probably give you 3 hours to do that on Tuesday. All right, then after 3 hours, okay, like for example at 2 o'clock you submit on Smart V3. Okay, any other questions about your essay outline? Your essay outline will be in week 6, so you have 2 more weeks. So for now, what you can do is that you search informations for your essay. And one more thing, yeah, before I forgot, is that can I have each of the groups, okay, each of the groups to write your novel selection, yeah, in the list of your group members. Can you do that? Okay, so you have here in the Telegram, yeah, for each group, can you write the selection of novels next to your group number? Okay, next to the group number. For example, like group 1, so can I see the novel that you choose for your book review? So that I can see there's no groups choose the same books. Can you do that by now? Can you do that now? Yeah, can you do that now? Okay. Right, any other questions? Any other questions before I let you go? No questions? So I have two more students here who hasn't write. So can I have two more who are those two students? Make sure you write, yeah. The essay title. Write it now. Write it now.
Hello, Miss. That's Miss.
Yep.
Is it I need to get your permission before I write down my essay title?
You haven't asked me yet?
No, Miss. Before I ask you, but I don't get your permission, so I need to research my new top titles. You see?
So last time you asked me and then I said that it's not.
Yes.
And then after that, did you give me a new one?
Yes. Can I my title essay is challenge of Islamic finance institution in Malaysia during no, not there. The reason why Islamic finance is able to help strengthen economic stability in a pandemic situation in Malaysia.
Can
That's
you write
my
down in the chat?
okay. Wait, Miss.
Okay. Right, who is the last one? So Shami is 25th. So may I know the 26 students who hasn't write? Because I have 26 students in this class. The reason why Islamic finance is able to help strengthen economic stability in pandemic situations. Okay. This is too specific, yeah. Reasons why Islamic finance is able to help strengthen economic stability in pandemic situation in Malaysia. Okay, I think it's better you write that reasons Islamic finance in Malaysia help strengthen economy stability during COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, reasons.
The reason in Malaysia.
No, the reason Islamic finance.
The reason Islamic finance
Help to strengthen
had to strengthen
economic stability
in pandemics COVID-19.
during COVID-19 pandemic.
During COVID-19 pandemic.
Did I already add Malaysia there?
No.
Reason why Islamic finance in Malaysia.
Why in Malaysia had to strengthen economic stability during COVID-19 pandemic?
Yep.
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
All right. For those of you who mentioned about Malaysia, all right, or maybe like especially like Malaysia, right? Make sure you give a real examples, yeah, in Malaysia. For example, if you talk about the Islamic finance, so mention what finance institution that we have in Malaysia and how this institution helped, right, in Malaysia. So you go search on newspaper, right? And also maybe you're talking about SME, right, small medium enterprise in Malaysia. So you take examples of real company of SME and make it into your essay. That's what I really want to see. Okay, right. So any more? If there's no more questions, then we can end the class here. Yeah?
Hello, Miss. I'm Widat.
Yes.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
So I want to explain about my title, essay title.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay, so it is a disadvantage of using national income data to compare the living standards of people between time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I choose this topic because if you work in a long time or you have a higher income, it doesn't mean you are happy, right?
Okay.
Okay, so for example, change in working time and rest time. If the increase in national income is due to an increase in working hours, the living standards of the pupil do not necessarily increase as the rest time decrease. Therefore, a high per capita income does not necessarily indicate a high standard of living. So I will talk more about macroeconomies in Malaysia.
No, what I do understand is that what do you mean by between times?
Between times means if you work in a long time, working. Did you get what I mean?
No, I don't.
If you working without having a rest. So
Meaning long hours.
Yeah, long hours.
For example, person A and person B. So person A work like 12 hours a day and then person B 8 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. So for example, my first point changes in working time and rest.
Okay, disadvantages of using national income data to compare the living standards of people between times. Okay, because what I understood is that when you say between times, I thought it was different era, like
No, no,
maybe in
no.
the 70s and then compared to the 80s. But this is
No.
actually working hours, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully that you explain that, especially in the introduction, so that I could understand what do you mean
Okay.
exactly. Yeah?
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So any other questions? Anyone? Any other questions? If there's no question, thank you so much, everybody. Happy Deepavali, those of you celebrating, right? Please stay safe. Always, all right. COVID is still there, all right. It's still live among us. Okay, so please be careful. Always wear your mask. Always. Okay. So thank you so much. Don't forget to write your novel selection in the Telegram, and don't forget to read them. Read the novel, and also prepare for your essay. I will see you inshallah next week from my hometown. Bye bye. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye bye.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, miss. Stay
All right,
safe.
welcome.
Miss.